Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you all can hear me and see me. I'm just going to pin myself here. If you can hear me and see me, can you please type yes in the comment box? All of you? Can you hear me and see me clearly? Okay, thank you so much, Vinay. Thanks a lot for joining. It was such a pleasure to watch all your videos yesterday because yesterday's videos were very different as compared to the first two. Because for the first time I really felt that I got to know each of you a little bit better, right? That is exactly what happens when you share stories with your audience. Who else felt that way when you watched other people's videos? Did you not feel that you are starting to know them a little bit better? Yes, no, maybe. Did you feel that way when you watched the other videos? You know why that happens? That only happens because you are getting closer to that person, because the person has really drop all of their guards and they're sharing certain things that are very close to their heart. They don't normally talk about these things. And when you talk about these things in front of an audience, your audience will only come a little bit closer to you. And that is what you really want, right? Like I said, if you want to influence them, you want to persuade them to take some sort of an action. For that, of course, you have to plant a seed of thought in their mind. Only then will they do what you want them to do, correct? But you have to know that you have to touch their heart first. Only then will they give you access to their brain. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. So the first thing as a speaker you need to do is you have to make an attempt to connect with your audience on a personal and emotional level. Only then will you be able to make an impact that you intended. Okay, so welcome all of you. I'm very glad that all of you are here today. Today is the fourth day. Today is the last day of the workshop. Today we are going to do something very important. So far we have taken the tactical route. Today we are going to take the mental route. Okay, here's where we will incorporate neuro-linguistic programming, where we work on the level of the mind. But before I start that session, before I begin that session for you, which will be totally unforgettable for you, I want to sort of set the stage, okay? You have to understand how this thing really works. See, the human mind is designed in such a way that it really cannot differentiate between a real experience and an imagined experience. If the imagined experience is as good as a real experience, if you're able to see things in your mind's eye, if you're able to hear things, if you're able to feel things, so there's emotion wrapped around that imagination, your mind takes it as a real experience. Because how do you experience reality? You experience reality through your five senses, correct? I mentioned this yesterday. You're able to see things, you're able to hear things, you're able to smell things, taste things, and you're able to touch things, correct? Now, if somebody makes you go through that same sensory experience without even moving from your chair, without even opening your eyes, but in your mind's eye, and you are able to generate all of those real emotions inside of you, your subconscious mind takes it as a real experience. That is the opportunity for us to impress something very important onto your subconscious mind, because please understand a very important fact. Your entire life is being driven by your subconscious thoughts, not by your conscious thoughts. You may be consciously aware of a few things, but your life is not being driven by that. Sometimes you feel that I have all the right intentions and I'm putting all the right work, but why am I still failing at this? Why don't I still work? Or why am I not able to close those deals and bring the sales and the revenue for my company? Why don't I get the success that I want to get? Right? All of those things are happening because deep down there are certain beliefs deep inside your subconscious mind that are not in your awareness right now. You have to understand that your entire life is being driven through your subconscious mind. So through NLP, we get an opportunity to sort of surpass the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is good for us, of course, because it is really acting as a defense mechanism. It's protecting the subconscious mind, because otherwise anything will go into it. So it is protecting it. That's where our discretion comes in, our ability to choose what you want to take in and what you want to reject. Now that's your conscious mind. But at the same time, the conscious mind can also act as a roadblock, as a blockage. So it may even prevent certain important or good things to go inside. So what we do through NLP is that we use certain hypnotic language patterns, okay, which may be a little confusing, may not be confusing for some, but the idea is to move the conscious mind out of the way so that we are able to put things into the conscious mind. Whatever is there in the conscious mind is always going to be there. Because please understand that when a child is born, for the first 6 to 7 years, the conscious mind is not even developed. The subconscious mind is wide open. So, whatever our parents were talking, whatever they were saying, whatever belief systems that they had, our authority figures, the environment around us, whatever was our environment has got imprinted onto our subconscious mind. So our beliefs are not originally our own beliefs, actually. The ones that are imprinted onto your subconscious mind, they are not our original beliefs. That is our original conditioning. And eventually, of course, as the conscious mind started to take proper shape and form, it started to then, that's where our discretion came in. We started to consciously choose what can go in and what cannot. Okay. But by the time the conscious mind came in, a lot of good things, or maybe the damage that had to be done, was already done. The conditioning has already taken place. So why do you think that the belief systems that we have are the same belief systems of our family, or maybe a school that we belong to, or a certain organization that we belong to? Whoever we have spent a lot of time with, proximity, we become like those people, because all of their beliefs are imprinted onto our subconscious mind. Okay. Now what is there is going to remain. We cannot remove what is there, but we can definitely add something new. We can install something new inside, and we can make it more powerful. We can make it more healthy and bigger, right? See, whatever thoughts you have inside, even if they're not serving you right as of right now, what is giving those thoughts power, or those beliefs power? It is your attention. Your attention to those thoughts and those beliefs are giving it more power. It is their nourishment, it's their food. So which wolf are you feeding is the question. If you're feeding the wrong wolf, that wolf is becoming fatter and healthier, and it is taking dominance in your life. Now, through neurolinguistic programming, we go deep down inside the subconscious, we install certain new belief systems, and that is what should become then your center of focus. Through your focus, through your attention, it's going to become more healthy. That is going to be its nourishment. And while you give one particular belief or a thought more attention, all of the other thoughts and other beliefs will start getting less nourishment, and they will become weak. They will remain, but they will not have the power to influence your life in a very strong way. They will be there, but okay. That is what NLP is all about. So even if you go to any hypnotherapist, this is exactly what they basically do. NLP includes hypnotic patterns. Okay. Hypnotic doesn't mean you'll go into some trance. None of that is going to happen. Everything is going to be fully in your control. You're going to be fully aware of what is going on. You have to only be in a relaxed state. Okay. Now, I'm going to share my screen right now. I would love if your videos are on. I'm not seeing your beautiful faces. So let me share my screen. Okay. Excellent. Wow. So now, see, there was a professor by the name Professor L.V. Clark of the Wayne State University many years ago in the US. He knew about this. Okay, so everything that I just told you was known to people. They read it in some books, but he wanted to conduct an experiment. Okay, now the sports industry talks about mind over the body, right? They all know that and they follow it, but they wanted to conduct an experiment. That does the mind really have the ability to have an impact on the body and the way we do things and learn things and get better at things? So they conducted a small experiment. This experiment was conducted on basketball players, on their ability of free throws, their free throw ability. A free throw is when you stand at a distance and you try to shoot a basket. Okay. Now they called this basketball team there. They tested their current free throw ability, and they made a note of their current ability at what level they are. After which they divided that team into I'm sorry, three teams. They divided that one team into three teams. Team number one, the first group, was asked to come to the basketball court every single day for 1 hour and physically practice free throws for 1 hour every single day for 1 month, for 30 days. Okay. The second group was also asked to come to the basketball court every single day for 1 hour for 30 days. But instead of physically practicing free throws, they were asked to simply lay down and imagine practicing free throws in their mind. but with that proper intensity and making it absolutely real in their mind. Okay. The third group was asked not to come to the basketball court for a whole month, to not, they were asked, in fact, to not even think about basketball. Now, by the end of 30 days, they called that team again and they separately tested the free throw abilities of these teams, team A, team B, and team C. Okay. What was the result? The third group obviously showed a decline in their performance because they never did anything. They did not physically practice, nor did they visualize or imagine anything at all. So naturally, there was a decline in their performance. Group number one that came to the basketball court every single day, physically practiced free throws for 1 hour for 30 days, obviously showed an improvement in their performance. It went up by 24%. What about the group that came every day to the basketball court, but only visualize, imagined practicing free throws for 1 hour every single day for 30 days? What happened to them? That is the question. Surprisingly enough, there was a 23% improvement in their level of performance without even touching the basketball. That close to the people who actually practiced it. This is a real study done. Okay, look it up on LinkedIn, done, I'm sorry, on Google, done by Professor L.V. Clark of the Wayne State University. Okay, look it up. This is a real study that has been conducted. What does this simply prove? It simply proves that the mind has such a power on you that you don't know. We don't actually understand the ability of the mind. We simply think it is to just lead our day-to-day life and do simple things. It is much more powerful than that. It can actually create our external reality for us. If our imagination is very strong, anything that you really want to create in your life will first get created energetically inside your mind. And when you take action towards it, when you're very clear about that particular goal, you take some action, that is when you will experience the physical equivalent of that particular goal. So that's when your dream and your ambitions come to fruition. You understand? That is how it works. Now, when we understand this concept, some people find it very difficult to do this on their own. So then what we do, we conduct a guided session. What I do is I record a video. In that video, you don't see anything. You're just going to see some random images, but it's the voice. It is my voice in the video. I have recorded myself. I have made my voice a little heavy while recording that video, only to create a little bit of that hypnotic effect. And I'm modulating my voice in a certain way to get you in an alpha state. An alpha state is a state where you're sort of not sleeping, but you kind of feel a little bit drowsy and you're awake, but a little bit drowsy. You understand? That's the alpha state where the conscious mind is loosening up a little bit. It's not 100% alert. It doesn't need to be because it will create a hindrance. It will not let things go inside. Okay. And one thing you have to understand is that the things we experienced in our childhood, maybe we have had some great experiences, some have had some not so great experiences. Those experiences are deep down inside our subconscious, okay? And they have an impact on the way we are living our life today. All of our beliefs are based on that, and it is not in your conscious awareness. Today, what we are going to do, there are multiple things that we can do through NLP, but today, what I have chosen is to really try to heal ourselves from certain past beliefs that may have taken place, taken shape and form inside the subconscious because of maybe certain undesirable experiences. Maybe not, it may not be your reality, but I'm just saying, if it is, this is going to be extremely beneficial for you. And then we will rewire the brain for public speaking success. You're going to go through the whole thing. Few instructions I want to give you. There is something called as anchoring in NLP. I'm not teaching you NLP, so don't worry about it. A simple thing is I may ask you to use your thumb, your index finger, and your middle finger like this, the tip. So the tip of your thumb, your middle finger, your index finger, and press it like that. Okay. That is when we are creating an anchor. I'll tell you what an anchor is. Have you ever experienced that suddenly you use a perfume or a deodorant or something, any fragrance that you used after many years? Say an old perfume that you've not used for a long time, you suddenly spray that onto yourself, And the smell almost instantaneously takes you to a distant memory. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Type I if you know what I'm talking about. Have you experienced that? That a smell, just the smell has the ability to take you to that distant memory instantaneously. Or it could be the smell of food. Maybe you go to someone's house and you get the smell, and it could be the same thing that your mother used to make for you, and you're instantly reminded of that old distant memory without your conscious awareness. It suddenly lands up. Why? Because that smell is acting as an anchor. It's an anchor. It suddenly reminds you of that. Okay. This is pure science. This is how human psychology works. NLP understands that, and we consciously install anchors. What I will do through that recording, I will make you experience a very empowered state. So just surrender, completely surrender, follow along that journey. I will take you on a journey mentally. Follow along properly. Your mind may wander sometimes. It's okay. Like when you're meditating, if you're supposed to focus on your breath or you're focusing on a mantra, there are times some thoughts come in. Then what do? You again go back to your thoughts. I mean, you again go back to the breath. You again go back to the mantra. That is what you're going to do. Over here, your point of focus is going to be the sound of my voice. That is going to be your point of focus. In the absence of all other thoughts, you will simply focus on the sound of my voice and just play along. That's it. So anytime that I ask you to use your thumb, your index finger, and your middle finger and press, just do that. Okay. Then what we are going to do, we want to create those neuron connections inside the brain. We are going to visualize those connections taking place inside the brain. Just visualize everything that I'm asking you to, because you know the power of visualization. If basketball players can improve their performance by 23% in 1 month without even touching a basketball, this is significant. Okay. I don't think anybody requires more proof than this. So just follow along. Don't try to analyze. If you analyze, then the analytical mind is coming into the picture again, and it is only going to create an hindrance. Keep it out of the way. You may get those questions and those thoughts, no problem. Ignore it. Come back to the sound of my voice. Okay. Are we absolutely ready? Okay. This is going to be an amazing journey for 10 minutes, 10 whole minutes. Okay. Completely enjoy this journey. It will have a massive impact on you. It may not, you may not feel anything immediately, maybe, but it will have a lasting impact on you. Just finish the session and then I'll ask you how you feel. Okay. So great. Now, just a quick prep for it. I'm going to play this. Okay. I want you to sit, just turn your videos on first, if you don't mind. Um, Sit in a very comfortable posture. I don't want you to lie down. Do not sleep. Okay. You don't have to lay down at all, because I don't want you to fall asleep. I want you to be fully aware. Okay. And try to keep the spine straight if possible. Keep the back straight. And some people like to close their eyes, because if they close their eyes, they're able to focus on the sound of my voice a lot better. So I would recommend that you close your eyes, but I don't want to be prescriptive. Close your eyes if you can, and just simply follow the sound of my voice. Surrender and let go. Okay, here we go. Welcome to this session. Today we are going to embark on a very powerful journey that will transform your self-esteem and public speaking abilities. For the next few moments, the only thing that you will focus on is the sound of my voice. That is the only thing you can hear, you want to hear, and everything else will fade away in the background. All you can focus on now is the sound of my voice. You will be in complete control, but all you can hear and all you want to hear is the sound of my voice. This session will be deeply emotional and impactful, so I encourage you to fully immerse yourself in the experience. Now, it's time for you to find a comfortable position and close your eyes. Take a deep breath and out. Allow yourself to relax completely. With your eyes closed, continue to breathe deeply and slowly. As you inhale, feel the air
passing through your nostrils and filling up your lungs. As you exhale, let go of any tension in the body. Inhale calmness. Exhale stress. Inhale confidence. Exhale doubt. Inhale calmness. Exhale stress. Inhale confidence. Exhale doubt. Inhale calmness. Exhale stress. Inhale confidence. Exhale doubt. Feel your body relaxed more and more with each breath. Now place your hand over your heart, feeling the warmth and connection to yourself. Imagine yourself traveling back in time to a moment in your past when you felt vulnerable, uncertain, full of doubt, threatened, full of fear. Picture yourself, your younger self, standing right in front of you. Perhaps feeling scared or inadequate. Approach this version of yourself with kindness, care, and love. Place your hand on their shoulder and look into their eyes. Tell them you are their future. Tell them that they are worthy, capable, and loved in the future. Share with them all the things you have achieved and the strength you have found. Let them know that everything will be all right and that they are destined for greatness. Now give your younger self a tight hug. Assure them that they have a wonderful, powerful future that awaits them, and it's time to say goodbye. Now take a moment to express gratitude for all the challenges and experiences that have shaped you into who you are today. Feel the gratitude in your heart for every lesson learned, every hurdle overcome. Allow yourself to forgive any past mistakes or regrets. Forgive yourself for any harsh judgments or doubts, for beating yourself down for no reason. Embrace yourself with compassion and understanding. Let yourself know that you are just human and it was fine to make all those mistakes in the past. Now I want you to visualize a future where you are standing on stage, confidently speaking to an engaged and inspired audience. See yourself standing tall, dressed in your favorite professional attire. Feel the texture of the microphone in your hand, the warmth of the stage lights on your face. Hear the sound of your voice, clear and powerful, resonating through the room while you tell the audience your story and inspiring them. The audience is captivated, their eyes fixated on you, nodding in agreement, smiling, and even applauding at key moments. Visualize the expressions on their faces. Some are moved to tears. Others are beaming with inspiration. Feel the connection between you and your audience, a powerful exchange of energy. You are sharing your message with compassion and authenticity, and they are receiving it with open hearts and minds. Now see yourself concluding your speech, the audience rising to their feet, giving you a standing ovation. Feel the rush of accomplishment and pride swelling you up. Imagine stepping off the stage, people coming up to you, shaking your hand, and expressing how much your words have moved them, impacted them. As you visualize this, I want you to focus on the neuron connections in your brain that have got formed. Picture them as tiny glowing lights. Each time you feel this confidence and success, see these lights becoming brighter and more connected. Imagine these neurons forming strong, intricate networks that support your confidence and public speaking skills. With each positive experience, these connections grow stronger, creating a powerful, permanent pathway in your brain. Feel this network expanding, making public speaking an effortless and enjoyable process for you. These neural connections are your foundation of strength, helping you to be a compelling and confident speaker. As you immerse yourself in this vision, choose a physical action that you can easily repeat, like pressing your thumb, index finger, and middle finger together. As you continue to experience this powerful future, press your thumb, index finger, and middle finger now. Let this action anchor the feeling of confidence, love, and strength in your body and mind. Each time you press your thumb, index finger, and middle finger together, this unshakable confidence will flow through you. Take a few more deep breaths. Feel the powerful emotions of gratitude, forgiveness, and confidence filling you up. Some people are moved to tears at this point. Allow any tears to flow freely, releasing any remaining doubts or fears. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders, replaced with a sense of empowerment and readiness to conquer any challenge. You have now connected with your past, expressed gratitude, forgiven yourself, and visualized a powerful future. Use this anchor and these emotions whenever you need a boost of confidence. Remember, you are worthy, capable, and destined for greatness.
All right, so now it's time for you to come back to this room. Okay, slowly wiggle your fingers, your toes, and rub your palms together and slowly open your eyes. So, how was it? How was the experience? Let me see your faces. If you all can turn your videos on. Who wants to share their experience with us? How did you feel? Anybody? Anybody wants to share? I can allow you to unmute for some time. Quickly, okay? Anybody wants to share how their entire experience was when I took you through this journey? Anybody? Anyone wants to share? Just raise your hands. No, nobody? Okay, just type it. Type it in. How was the experience? How was the whole experience for you? Was it unique? Was it not good at all? How do you feel right now? Waiting, relaxed, great experience. Okay. So this is the power of neuro-linguistic programming. It is something very unique. All right. Do not underestimate the simplistic nature of the techniques. You may feel that you're simply sitting and you're visualizing something, but you don't know what is actually taking place inside your mind. You understand? Your ability to focus on something intensely is giving a lot of energy to that particular thought. And when that thought is getting a lot of energy, something is getting formed inside. See, your mind is not the brain. You cut open the mind You don't find, I'm sorry, you cut open the brain, you don't find the mind. Your mind is an intangible thing. What we are tackling here is an intangible thing. It's not a physical thing. We're not altering the brain as such, but to some extent, yes. But for the large part, we are working on the mind. But the neuron connections that we are working on, those are physical, intricate networks which will get formed into your brain. Those are the nerve cells which will get formed inside just by simply visualizing it. And you've set an anchor. So when you do this the next time, it should start reminding you of this powerful experience that you just went through. If you repeat it again and again and you re-anchor it again and again, if you need a boost of confidence, you simply repeat this action and it will make you feel all of those powerful emotions that you really need in the moment. Okay. So that is the power of neuro-linguistic programming. Now, um, I'm still open if anybody wants to share something. Whichever one you used. If you used your left hand, then that's the one. If you used your right hand, then that's the anchor. Okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anybody wants to say anything at all? I can give you an opportunity to speak for about 5 minutes. Okay. All right. So no problem. Now, see, today is the last day. All right. You have been through quite a bit till now. The first 3 days was all the tactical stuff. We achieved the first level, second level. We talked about, the art of persuasion. You shared all of your stories. So you recorded 3 videos and you feel something right now, right? You already feel that you were a little bit better as compared to you were on day number one, right? So if now you know that I have been mentioning the diamond membership all along, I talk about my community members and all of that. Would you like me to share what is it that I offer in the diamond membership? So if any of you would be interested to know how it is that you can, if you want me to work with you for the next 1 year and to really help you transform your ability to communicate very powerfully, I have a very solid program in place. But if I have your permission, only if I have your permission, I can do a complete diamond showcase right now. Do you want me to do that? If I have your permission, I can. Okay. Others, at least I have. If I get 3 yeses, I will do it. So Vinay says yes. Anybody else wants me to showcase, do the diamond showcase? Okay, Varun, Chetan. All right, great. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm going to place you all on mute once again, and I will allow you to unmute in just a bit. Okay. I'm going to share my screen once again. Okay, let's move this now. Okay. All right. Now, see, this entire program that we have is is created with the intention to help you build a solid identity. And this identity that I am talking about is called a 10x story leader. A person who's able to inspire, who's able to motivate, who's able to influence, persuade people to take some sort of an action effortlessly. Okay. See, people know certain things are good for them, but they still don't take action. They sometimes need a very powerful leader, and that leader's ability to communicate effectively and very powerfully to make them take the action that is actually good for them. So, if you want to really transform into your 10x self, your 10x version, into a 10x story leader, there is a full-fledged program that is available to you. Okay. Now, see, I shared this earlier, correct? That the system that I have created is called the 10x story leadership system. This system is based on a tried and tested methodology, and it is, the roadmap, as I mentioned earlier, the roadmap that we take. So our destination is to become a 10x story leader. How do we get there? What is the means to that we will take to reach our goal? We are going to follow the TED format. Okay. TED Talks. I told you that TED Talks are talks that are very scientifically designed. It it takes into consideration human psychology. Okay. How a human being would experience inspiration, how they would experience motivation and persuasion. So all of those things are incorporated into the talk. Okay. I'm going to show you this again. So if you look at the structure of a TED talk, it has one key message. This is the ultimate message that you're going to deliver to your audience as a result of your 18-minute TED style talk. So despite of the fact that that's a pretty last thing that you do, that is the first thing you identify, because you reverse engineer, you actually work your way backwards. The ultimate thing is identified first, then you're because that's the foundation on top of which you're going to build your entire 18-minute TED style talk. And we already did that. Then the second step is a captivating opening. We've already learned about that. Now we want to go, we learned holistically about storytelling, but we want to make it more systematic. You have to learn how to uh, form this talk in a very structured and a systematic way, and one level at a time. The next step is actually for you to divide your talk into three parts. So you have a key message. Your message is very clear. You tell the audience that this is the message you've come to deliver. They probably understand what you might want to say, but they need more evidence, they need more proof. Your message will take about 20 seconds for you to deliver, maybe 5 seconds to deliver, but that's not the whole talk, right? You need to give them another 18-20 minute talk to convince them of this whole idea of yours. So then what will you do? You will break your key message down into three supporting messages that are relevant to the key message. Then every supporting message you will treat as a mini talk in itself, an independent talk in itself. You will isolate it from the rest of the talk. You will then identify a story that is relevant to that particular supporting message. You will identify the lessons learned through that particular story, some data and evidence. Okay. You'll also learn how to convert that data into a context that is relatable with the audience. Then you do the same thing for your supporting message number two, and the same thing for supporting message number three. Okay. Then the last thing is for you to identify a memorable closing. There is an opening, there is a closing as well. So your opening will help you captivate the audience the moment you walk on stage. Your closing is going to help make your talk memorable, because that is the last experience you're giving the audience. Okay, what are they ultimately going to walk away with? What is that emotion you want to trigger in them? Because ultimately what they will go with is how they feel. It's not about what you said, it's how they feel. That is what is going to matter to them. Okay. Ultimately, what will happen? All of this will tie back up to your key message. So you worked on everything independently, but this is the cohesive structure, as we can call it. Cohesive in the sense that all of these small parts that you worked on independently, when all of that comes together, it forms one whole. This is the interconnectedness of your entire talk, where it flows seamlessly. And it is so scientific. It is so it has taken all, it has all the elements of that would trigger inspiration, motivation, and persuasion. Okay, so very scientifically designed. Your audience will simply love your talk, but they will not know why they love your talk. They don't know that it's been divided into three supporting messages. It has emotional appeal, it has credibility, it has data and evidence. They don't know that. They don't understand human psychology, but you do as a speaker. And you have deliberately included all of these elements into your talk. Okay. So this is a very powerful structure. We don't eat the elephant all at once. We divide it, we eat it bite by bite. It's just a metaphor. I don't mean it really. Okay. So there are 12 powerful levels. You have already got a flavor of the first two levels. Now we move a step forward and we want to slowly and steadily build our 18-minute TED style talk and constantly repeat certain actions so that we're able to internalize our content. Then we're able to, sort of build those neuron connections, form new habits because of the repetition, and eventually it will become our second nature to be able to deliver a talk in a very powerful way. Why do we work like that? Why do we work in levels? Why not all at once? Because we understand the science. We know that neuroplasticity is at play here. Anything you repeat over and over again, you're going to form those connections, and those connections will become stronger and stronger through repetition, and eventually it'll become your second nature, enabling you to master the art of persuasion. But you have to form this one brick at a time, one level at a time, and you repeat again and again. I will expand on this in some time. Okay. What we are trying to offer you here is something called as a diamond membership. Diamond membership is not a course. You don't have to look at it as a course. This is a membership. There are courses inside it. You have one whole year to be with me. Okay, there are certain activities that we do that will completely transform your ability to communicate. Okay, and I'm going to show you all of that in great detail. Now, as I have been saying, there's something called as evidence-based coaching methodology that we follow, which will make you take 10x action. You will be ignited into action. And why evidence based coaching methodology? Because at every level, you yourself will get the evidence that, yes, I am capable enough of moving to the next level. So you achieve a small result, you achieve a small win, and that inspires you to move to the next level. So, like you created your level one video, you it worked as self analysis for you. Then you knew where you currently stand in terms of your current ability to communicate effectively. Then you knew what those areas of improvement were. Second video, you did better, correct? Third video, you did even better. Why? Because you kept getting evidence. It was evidence, it was proof, which was then helping. It was improving your self efficacy, which is basically your belief in your goals, your ability to achieve your goals and aspirations. Okay, so that's the evidence based coaching methodology that we follow, which is which believes which is which basically believes in incremental growth. We don't believe in overnight success. That doesn't happen. Incremental growth, the compound effect. Okay, then there's something called as the 10x speechathon that we do. This is a live session that happens every single Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. every Tuesday. Okay, the community members come, and this is the tactical stuff. We go through missions. Level 1 and level 2 were actually mission number 1, mission number 2. Like that, there are 12 missions specifically designed to help you build your 18-minute TED style talk. And along the way, we also learn new skills and we incorporate those into the mission as well. I will show it to you in a lot of detail right now. So I'm just going to move to my mind map. Just a second. 1 minute. Okay. All right. Now, see, the 90-day challenge is what we call it. The speechathon will last for about 2.5 to 3 months. You can repeat the speechathon. The speechathon is currently going on. We completed mission number 6 last Tuesday. We are going to be on mission number 7 next Tuesday. So you're going to hit a running treadmill. You understand? But it doesn't matter. All of these sessions are recorded and available to you. You can participate in the speechathon again and again and again. Once speechathon gets over, you can again be a part of the next speechathon. No problem at all until you feel you are fully confident. Okay, that is the membership model. That's the membership. It's not a course that once you finish this much, you get a certificate and it's all over. No, it's not over. You're going to be with me. Okay, so the first mission was to identify the key message. We are essentially building an 18-minute TED style talk, one level at a time. What did you already achieve this level? Okay, your first two levels have been achieved. What skill did you acquire? The skill you acquired was message clarity and precision. If your message is clear in your own mind, only then will you be able to build your entire talk after that. If you're not clear about what is the message I want to deliver to my audience, then you can't deliver the talk properly. You can't build anything on top of it. You can't create a proper structure. So the first thing is to identify the key message. So that is something we did. Okay, that was the first mission. Second mission, we craft an engaging opening. We know what our opening our key message is. We know who our target audience is. We know our topic. We know our goal. The key message is clear. How, if this audience was in front of us right now, how do we plan to open this talk in the most captivating way possible? You did that. You achieved your first two levels. Okay, your first two missions have been accomplished. What skill did you acquire? You learned attention grabbing techniques, and you know for sure that these are all scientific techniques. Okay, these are all techniques taking into consideration human psychology. They work 100% with everybody. It's not like they work with someone and they don't work with others. It doesn't work like that. Okay, that is your second mission. Now comes the third mission. The third mission is very crucial. Third mission is where we give our 18-minute TED style talk a proper structure. So I will give you a template. That template will look something. I'll give you a detailed template. Okay, so right now you just saw it on a slide. I will teach you how to put it in a proper structure, how to form those supporting messages, how to choose your stories and the lessons learned, how to choose the data and evidence, how do you convert that data into a context that is it's relatable with the audience, right? So you build all of your three supporting messages, you have your structure very clear, you know your key message, the opening three supporting messages, all of that becomes very clear to you. You build that cohesive structure, then you record a video sharing your screen and walking us through that entire structure. Why do I make my members do that? For a simple reason that firstly, you will sit with the template, you will do your research, you will also work with ChatGPT, you will identify everything, you'll type things in. So while you were doing your research and typing things in, you have already started to internalize your content. It's already getting internalized. Now the next step, your ultimate task, is to open a Zoom call like that, your free Zoom account. Nobody's on the other end. You start the call, hit the record button, share your screen, show us the template, and start walking us through the structure of your talk as if you're explaining it to somebody. Okay, that is your mission number 3. Why do we do that? When you are able to go through this entire activity and you're able to explain the structure to another person, to others, the structure only becomes more clear in your own mind. It'll get imprinted onto your mind. And as a speaker, if the structure of your talk is very clear and is imprinted onto your mind, the problem that you face of not being able to speak in a structured and an organized way will be totally solved. You understand? You might not know how to prepare. That is the problem. You might not know how to prepare. This is what is going to solve the issue for you. So if you admire TED speakers and you admire their ability to speak at length without any aid, this is what they do. They have a structure. On one single screen, if you can't see your talk is not good. Your talk is simply not good. Okay? Your 18-minute TED style talk should be visible on one screen. That's it. You don't have to keep scrolling down, one screen. And that's all. Okay? So people take 9 minutes, 10 minutes to sometimes explain their whole structure and they do a fabulous job. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at your own ability. Okay? What are you learning here? The skill that you will acquire over here is to build a cohesive structure of your talk for your talk. Okay? Once you learn how to do that, delivering presentations will become a cakewalk for you because you will apply this strategy to all the talks that you deliver. Okay? And of course, you can make a few alterations here and there, but essentially, it all remains the same. So you will make sure that the emotional appeal is there, credibility is there, data and evidence is there. All of these elements that would trigger persuasion, right? So that's your mission number 3. And please bear in mind, one mission per week. Tuesday, mission number 1. Next Tuesday, mission number 2. Next Tuesday, mission number 3. One mission per week. You get a whole week to complete your mission. You go through a submission process, and it's a different submission process. You don't share the videos in the WhatsApp group. It's a different process, very organized, very systematic. Okay. The fourth mission is to obviously start building your first supporting message. So you isolate the first supporting message from the rest of your talk and you start building that. Okay. But you also learn a new skill. Here you're going to go deeper into storytelling. You will learn everything about storytelling, the type of stories that you can tell, how do you form the stories, the use of imagination, creative imagination, all of those things, how to give proper structure to it. And when you record the fourth video, you are actually delivering your first supporting message. So you open the talk and you directly get into the first supporting message. You start the story, you share the lessons learned, the data and evidence, convert the data into a context that is relatable, a 6 to 7 minute video, and there you have it. You have isolated the first supporting message from the rest of your talk and you have delivered it, right? So you formed the first supporting message. That was your task. What did you learn here? Which skill did you acquire? You have acquired the skill of persuasive storytelling. How do you persuade people to take an action? By connecting with them on a personal and emotional level. This one skill is going to continue to help you for the rest of the missions also. Okay. Now, so mission number 4 done, video submitted. Then comes mission number 5. Obviously, you work on the second supporting message. Now, while you incorporate the last skill that you learned, which is storytelling, you are going to learn another skill over here. You're going to learn voice modulation. Dr. Lavina, I think this might be of interest to you because you kept asking about this. So, voice modulation, where you will learn how to bring a variation in your tone, pace, and pitch. Please understand, English is a language that cannot be spoken in a flat tone. English is a very rhythmic language. It's a stressed language. There are syllables in a word. Every syllable in a word also gets different stress. Words in a sentence also get different stress. There are some languages like Italian and French, which are very syllabic in the sense that all syllables have equal weightage. They have the machine gun effect, is what they call it. Same sound throughout, flat. English is not spoken flat. The problem is that we speak it flat sometimes because we are speaking it in a way that we speak our mother tongues. That is how we are speaking English. We can't speak English in that way. You understand? So you will learn how to bring about that perfect variation in your tone, pace, and pitch so that you don't sound like a robot. You don't talk in a monotone. So then when you develop the second supporting message, the fifth video that you create is where you isolate this second supporting message. You again start the talk with the opening. You directly get into the story of the second supporting message. You share the lessons learned. You share the data and evidence. You convert those numbers into a context that is relatable. So you actually deliver it. You're delivering the second supporting message. 6-7 minute video again. You isolated that. You submitted that video. Okay. So fantastic. Mission number 5 accomplished. Now, mission number 6, we developed the third supporting message. We learned 2 skills before this. So we will incorporate storytelling, still a part of it. We will incorporate voice modulation. So when we record the video, we will try to modulate our voice very consciously. Okay. We will make sure that we are highlighting certain important words. Otherwise, the audience cannot understand what we are actually saying. When you put the weightage on a different word, the meaning of the sentence changes. Okay. And if you don't put any weightage, if you don't highlight any words in a sentence, your audience can actually be confused as to what you really mean by saying that. One sentence can have multiple meanings. If there are 6 words in a sentence, it can have 6 different meanings depending on which word you highlighted. You understand? That is how English is. You have to understand that. English is just not about grammar and about all those things. It's about voice modulation. Why? Because what you say is not as important as how you say it. How you say something is infinitely more important than what you say. That is where all the difference is made. Okay. Over here, you're going to incorporate a new skill. You're going to learn everything about body language on the platform. This body language on the platform is very specific to public speaking. All right. And you're going to learn such things about body language that you've never even heard of. Something very different, a very different perspective is what you're going to learn. And everything that we do is very scientific. Every time I will give you scientific evidence and proof as to why I'm saying this. I haven't come up with any of these things. Okay. All of these things are evergreen. There is research and studies that have been done. I have gained mastery in it. I have gained specialized knowledge in it. I put it in a structured way and I bring it to you. This is my bread and butter. This is the only thing I do. This is not my side. It's not a side hustle for me. Okay. All day long, I am only working on how do I make the program better for my diamond members because they have invested in the form of resources, their energy, and their time. So I'm highly committed to my diamond members. Then I'm committed to the 4-day workshop members like you. And then comes the free workshop. That is the order in which things work. Okay. So you learn about body language on the platform. Now the video that you make, you will incorporate storytelling, you will incorporate voice modulation, and you will incorporate body language on the platform in that video itself. And you deliver the third supporting message. And there you have it. Mission number 6 accomplished. Okay. What is mission number 7? Mission number 7 is where you choose methods of delivery. See, there are multiple methods of delivery. You can take a scripted route, you can take an unscripted route. Regardless of which route you're taking, I will give you certain options to pick and choose from which suit your personal style of delivery. And when you choose that particular personal style of delivery, you will incorporate that. So, for example, say if you're going to use a slide deck, now it's time for you to choose that, at least to become aware of it as to what are the different styles of delivery. If you're using a script, I will talk about the advantages and the disadvantages. If you're using if you want to deliver an extemporaneous talk, you learn everything impromptu, you learn all those things over here. Okay. What is the task over here? And what is it that what skill are you going to acquire? You will learn an important skill called adaptability. Because see, when you go for a different speaking engagement, it's going to require a different method of delivery. So you have to learn how to adapt to a different speaking situation. Okay. Now, what is your task here? Your task here is to record a full video with everything put together now. You recorded your video with your key message, with your opening, then you recorded your structure, you recorded your first supporting message, second supporting message, third supporting message. Isolated everything, put it all together. And you deliver your opening, you immediately transition into the first supporting message. You start sharing the story and all of that. You talk for 6, 7 minutes, transition to the second supporting message, talk on that, transition to the third supporting message. And you deliver a 16 to 17 minute talk or a 15 to 16 minute talk. And you incorporate all the skills that you acquired along the way. You incorporate storytelling, voice modulation, and body language on the platform. Okay. And you submit that video. Now you have constantly practiced all along, internalizing your content as you are making progress, practicing the delivery as you are making progress, bit by bit. And every level you cross, you're doing something more and more, and you're gaining new skills. That is the idea. Okay. That is your mission number 7, and there you have it. It's accomplished. Okay. What is mission number 8? You went through the different methods of delivery. I recommend using a slide deck. It's really good for a beginner. I will teach you everything about presentation skills over here. You will learn everything about, right from creating a very scientifically designed slide deck, how much text to use, what kind of images to use, image credits, everything will be covered over here. How do you create a multi-sensory experience through your slides, which will take your audience through a journey, creating a real lifelike experience in their mind? I will teach you all of those things. I will teach you everything about good presentation skills, which is a must have for any professional in any field today. Okay. What will you learn? What is the skill that you will acquire? You're going to acquire a skill that's called visual communication. Like they say, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Absolutely true. You will learn how to do it, because see, people make a mess out of their slide decks. They don't know how to create a good slide deck. Okay. So everything you're going to learn, and the video you make now, again, you will record your full talk, but this time you're going to use a slide deck. You're going to share it. You're going to share your screen on Zoom and record that video. So now your presentation skills have also come into the picture. So while you incorporate your storytelling and the voice modulation and body language on the platform, you are also working on your presentation skills, and you are recording the whole talk again. So see the repetition. The repetition is taking place. You're internalizing your content. You are building the neuron connections because of the repetition. Okay. So all of that is happening. What is mission number 9? Mission number 9 is about crafting a memorable closing. You have your opening in place, 3 supporting messages. Now it's time to close the talk and to give them that final experience. So if there were techniques, if there were powerful techniques to open the talk, are there powerful techniques to close the talk? Of course. And you will learn all those techniques used by the TED speakers when it comes to closing a talk as well, which will make your talk extremely memorable. Then your task is pretty obvious. You record the whole video and you also close the talk. So you incorporate everything that you learned again. You incorporate storytelling, voice modulation, body language on the platform, presentation skills, and crafting a memorable opening. All of that is your full talk. This is your full talk that you're delivering. But how many times you're practicing? To create these 9 videos, you may actually practice a lot more, multiple iterations until you feel that you made a great video, right? So what skill are you going to acquire here? The skill you will acquire here is impactful conclusions. How do you give that lasting impression, making the talk very memorable? Because please understand, if your goal is to make your audience take any sort of an action after your talk, are they likely to take any action if they don't even remember what you said? No. So you have to make your talk extremely memorable. That is important. Okay. So there you have it. Your mission number 9 is accomplished. What is your mission number 10? Mission number 10 is about gaining fluency on the platform. What do I mean by fluency? Do I mean fluency in English? Not at all. Not at all. Fluency simply means your ability to communicate on the platform without fumbling, without going blank, without throwing in too many fillers. and you being able to speak at length without getting stuck. How does a speaker do that? One word: preparation. You will learn how to prepare for a speaking engagement. Preparation techniques used by TED speakers. That is what you're going to learn. How do they prepare for a public address? You think they were born public speakers? Not at all. They know how to prepare properly, and that's what they do, and that is what you will learn. Okay. And when you incorporate those, then you incorporate those preparation techniques and you record the full video again, sharing your slide deck, and you will do it even better. So see how many times you are repeating. You understand? Repetition is a part of this whole journey. What is the skill you're going to acquire? Articulate and smooth delivery. That is what it is. See, only a prepared speaker deserves to be confident. People come and tell me, I really forget what I have to say. My mind goes blank. I can't remember things. And it's very awkward for me, when I forget things and I throw in too many fillers. All of those issues will get sorted if you learn the correct way of preparation. And if you're in the right community, you're going to have that motivation to do it because a lot of people are working on their missions. All right. And you get feedback from me. What I do is on a Wednesday, for the most part, I review your videos and I send a personal voice message to your number, sharing my feedback. That's what I practice right now. Okay. And it is, people love that. They absolutely love that. They love to get personal feedback from me. For me, it only takes a while to watch your video and I simply press that button on WhatsApp. I record myself, share a personal feedback message to you on a Wednesday. Okay. So everybody gets that and people are generally working. Some people are busy. Some people can't do it on time, but they're able to catch up. This membership has been designed for working people, for business people, busy people, keeping in mind that sometimes you can attend the live session, sometimes you can't attend, and I will explain how it will make it so flexible for you. Okay. That is why I do not work with people who are less than 30 years of age. I only work with people above the age of 30, only and only, because I'm only catering to their challenges. I only cater to that one audience. That's it. Mid-career professionals and senior professionals. I do not work with anybody else. Okay. Now, what is the skill you will gain here? The skill that you will acquire, yeah, I already mentioned that. Sorry. Now, 11th 11th mission. I'm taking time because this is the main thing. So I'm taking my sweet time to explain this. I hope you don't mind that. Okay. 11th mission is to build a solid personal brand. Now you might question, what does personal branding have to do with public speaking? It has a lot to do with it, because when you are willing to expose yourself out there to the outside world, what is happening through public speaking? It is enabling you to build a solid personal brand. That is the perception of people that they have of you. I will teach you everything about building a solid personal brand, right from optimizing your LinkedIn profile. We will be on a live call. I dedicate 2 sessions for this. I will walk you through live on the call. You will start optimizing your LinkedIn profile, where we'll optimize it 100%, because LinkedIn is more than a social media platform. It's a lot more than what you think. Okay. So that it will enhance the perception of people that they have of you, and it will really transform things for you. I want you to get the job opportunities that you truly deserve. I want you to get the speaking engagements that you deserve. I want you to get the business opportunities that you truly deserve. And then you showcase your skill as a powerful speaker and enhance your solid personal brand even further. This is a very detailed course and a very detailed session. I mean, all of this is conducted live, okay, in a group session. What is the skill that you acquire? You acquire positioning yourself as a trusted authority. People will see you as an authority in your field. This is what is very, very important. Okay. This is what makes the program very unique. And the 12th thing is, you will learn how to train your voice and develop your memory. When I say train your voice, am I talking about voice modulation? No, I'm talking about the actual tones that you produce. So when you talk, do you produce desirable tones that sound like music to the audience's ear, or do you produce undesirable tones? Is there a way for you to produce better tones? Of course, there is. Why in the world do you think a singer would practice singing? They practice, they train their vocal organs to produce better sounds. If it was not working, why do you think they do that? A speaker also is the same. You have to work on your vocal organs. This is the instrument. Your throat, your jaw, the tongue, the mouth is the instrument through which you make sounds. Is there a way to train it? Yes, there is. Okay. Developing the memory. How do you how do you develop your memory in a way that you're able to deliver a talk that is maybe 90 minutes? Okay, maybe even 18 minutes. That's still it's still something, right? How do you develop your memory? It's not about memory hacks. It is about understanding certain natural laws of memory, and we develop the memory. That is what we do. Okay, what is the skill you acquire? You're basically going to acquire voice development and memory enhancement. Then what will you do? You will incorporate everything that you've learned so far, and you create your final video and you submit it, your entire talk. How many times you have repeated, now you see. How many times you delivered. By the time you come to your mission number 12, you become a pro, a master at delivering your talk. Okay, people start feeling very comfortable after doing this naturally because you did it so many times and in a very systematic and an organized manner. By the end of 2.5 to 3 months, when you finish all your missions, you're going to be called a 10x speechathon finisher. You're not still a 10x story leader. Bear in mind. Okay, you're still a finisher. Of course, there will be awards and recognition because you have achieved something great. You will qualify for the 10x speechathon finisher award. What does that include? It includes a hard laminated certificate signed by me. It'll come to your doorstep. A physical certificate, okay, not virtual, and you will win a 10x Speechathon finisher t-shirt, a white color, very nice t-shirt with like a finisher flag on it that says 10x Speechathon finisher. This is what you're going to win when you become a finisher. Now, there is another milestone after 3 months. The next milestone is the 180-day challenge, which is basically from today. If you join today, 180 days from today. So after you go through the speechathon, your next goal is to get into the Hall of Fame. How do you be a part of the Hall of Fame? Very simple. You have developed your 18-minute TED style talk. You have practiced it so many times. Now you will be required to deliver this 18-minute TED style talk to a real audience, either offline, in person, or online, a real audience. It is your challenge to find that speaking engagement somewhere and you deliver this talk somewhere. You may make sure that the photos are shot, the video is short, and you submit your proof. Okay, that is where you have actually showed your capability of delivering this talk to a real audience. Okay, the second thing, you need to earn 1,500 points on the super resources platform. You notice there is a leaderboard there, and there are certain points that you earn based on your contribution. So the super resources platform is a very sophisticated learning management system where it's also like a social media platform where you can make posts, you can comment on other people's posts, you can share it, you can watch recorded videos and courses. Every time you do something there, you earn points. So based on your contribution, you will have to earn 1,500 points on the platform. That will also qualify you to be in the Hall of Fame. Once you achieve these things, that is when officially you will be declared as a 10x story leader, and you will obviously go through some awards and recognition again. Here's where you will win a 3 months extension to the program. As of right now, it is a 1 year membership. I plan to make a lot of changes. Initially, it was 6 months. I made it 1 year now, and it'll keep changing. But I want you to earn the extension. You earn it. Okay. Then I will give you a framed 16-inch certificate that says 10x story leader with your name on it. Okay. A 16-inch certificate that sits on your wall, reminding you of the great achievement, and you will also win a trophy. Okay. All of this will come to your doorstep when you accomplish these things. So this is the entire powerful speechathon and the program structure in detail. Let me come back to the slide deck. Okay. So this was the 10x Speechathon, which is a live session that happens every single Tuesday from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. I've kept it at 8:30 so that all of you can be a little bit more relaxed, free from your work, and you all can attend the call easily. Okay. Now, there's something called as the Diamond Inner Circle call, which is again a live call that happens every Thursday. This call is a slightly different call. Again, from 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Here's where we don't do the tactical stuff. The mission to mission thing happens on Tuesdays. Here we have a little flexibility. Here, this call is meant for us to recharge our batteries, to stay inspired and motivated on this path so that we continue on this journey. We watch TED Talks together, we evaluate those TED Talks, we learn new qualities of powerful speakers, and we do a NLP session every Thursday, something similar to what you went through. Every single Thursday, we work on the level of the mind. Okay, that is where we reprogram the brain for public speaking success. What you went through today, we repeat every Thursday and we constantly keep impressing it on the subconscious mind so that your transformation will expedite. It'll become fast without your conscious awareness. Okay, that is what we do. Very powerful program. Okay, then mental rewiring. So, the video that you heard today, all those recordings will become available to you. There are many such recordings that you can on your own also sit and listen to if you want to reprogram your brain. And it is for different things. Like today it was for empowerment and emotional healing, to be a better speaker. Then it is for you to gain more confidence and to get rid of the fear of going blank on the platform. Everything is going to be available to you once you enroll. Okay. The next thing, there's something called as the 10x story leadership system. Okay. The 10x story leadership system is something I want to show you. One second. Let me show this to you. So if you come to the courses section, as of right now, you are only seeing two things onto super resources. Okay. You're seeing the accent neutralization formula and you're seeing the 4-day story leadership vault where you see all the recordings. When you enroll as a diamond member, everything will open up to you. All of these courses will open up to you. Okay. This is your 1-day challenge. There are 9 recorded videos, which will take about 2 hours for you to go through. This is your orientation. You will understand how to succeed on this journey, what to expect on this journey. And there are pre-recorded courses, confidence building formula, opening and closing mastery, storytelling blueprint, voice modulation mastery, body language on the platform, delivery methods, presentation skills, accent neutralization formula, preparation techniques, voice and memory training, final delivery, personal branding blueprint, LinkedIn mastery formula, also job interviews mastery. You will learn how to crack any kind of an interview. Okay. These are pre-recorded courses that are available to you on the platform right now. Everything we do in the speechathon is also available here as a pre-recorded course, but we also do it during the speechathon live because I want to help you, handhold you, and achieve your goal. I am there with you along the way. Now, the speechathon gets recorded and gets uploaded onto the platform. It's called the 10x Speechathon Archive. All the past speechathons that have been done are recorded and are kept here. You can have access to it. So if you someday you can't attend the live session and you want to watch the recording and then complete your mission, it is accessible to you. The Diamond Inner Circle live calls are also recorded and they're accessible to you. Okay. And there is a lot more. This is the mental rewiring thing. This is the ultimate guide to completing the speechathon. Everything you need is there. The sample videos I create, I demonstrate live on the call how to make that mission video. Okay. So all of this will become accessible to you. So the speechathon is recorded. Diamond Inner Circle call is also recorded. This is what uh, this is the social media platform, as I say, you can call it. Okay. This is the leaderboard. See, people have earned all these points. All these great people over here. There are many people here. There are people who earned these points. You see, this is based on their contribution. These are all my diamond members. Okay. This is based on their contribution, the things they've shared. So this is like a social media platform. This is the community, the premium community that you have access to. We can post things here. People can like, share. Okay. And a lot of things can happen over here. All right. So this is what you will get access to. One second. I just want to make sure that you get complete clarity so you can make an informed decision. Okay. That's why I'm taking a little time. So this is all about the 10x story leadership system, which is accessible to you through this learning management system that I showed you, where all the courses will open up to you, the live sessions will open up to you. You can access the learning management system through a laptop, desktop computer. You already have access to it, but a lot of things will open up inside when you become a diamond member. There is an Android app, there is an iOS app as well, which you already have access to. Okay. The premium community access, the diamond members community access, I just showed you that. You will get access to to an exclusive group on Telegram and WhatsApp, which is dedicated to our diamond members. Okay. And the private Facebook group access, I think you already have that. Okay. Now, the most important thing about this program is the accountability part of it. Okay. See, a lot of people try to do things on their own. They watch unstructured videos on YouTube and they read certain books. And along the way, you lose the motivation and inspiration because nobody's checking on you, nobody's asking you anything. You don't even know if you're doing the right thing on your own. No inspiration, no motivation at all. But when you become a part of this community, all of that changes. I become your accountability partner. I will reach out to you to check on you. How are things going? Is everything fine? Do you need some help? We get on a call also. Okay. What I also do, I do one-on-one sessions with people, minimum 3. Minimum means I can even do more if you like. You understand? Minimum, like I will reach out to you for it. Today I did 5 one-on-ones with my different diamond members, back-to-back calls I did. And they were absolutely thrilled by it all because that is a very different experience for them, where I give them personal feedback and they it's like a 30-minute call where we discuss a lot. Okay. So this is the attention that you get, and this is the accountability that you need. People lack accountability. That is the reason why they're not able to achieve anything, despite of the fact that information is all over us, all around us today. But that information is very unstructured. What you need is a proper, scientifically laid down process, and you need to diligently follow it exactly the way it has been laid down. And you need accountability, someone to support you who's been there, done that, somebody who can handhold you and take you from point A to point B, help you achieve your goals and aspirations. Okay. Now, I want to show you something. Here's where I want you to meet some of our diamond members. There are times I invite my diamond members for these calls, and I let them interact with the with you all. They're not there today, but I have recorded all of those interactions, and I want to play it on this call right now. Hear it from our diamond members as to how their experiences have really been. That is where I won't do much of the talking now. Let them do all the talking. Okay. And I do not try to exaggerate anything. I don't overly glorify anything. I am showing you exactly what I offer. Exactly. Okay. I will deliver more, but I will not under deliver. That is my 100% promise to you. And I don't believe that. I know that again because I do that. You understand? And so just give me a second. Let me open up that particular video. Okay. Just a moment.
Good evening, friends.
1 minute, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to quickly play this video so that you can get a glimpse of what type of diamond members we have, okay? These people are from different walks of life, okay? They are senior corporate professionals. Some of them are professors, teachers, coaches from all different walks of life, okay? I'll just play the video right now. 1 second. Sorry. Oh, 1 second.
Good evening, friends, and good evening, Perseus, you too. Myself, Feroz Divechar, and I'm working for an infrastructure company as DGM Finance. My main purpose of joining this workshop was to build self-confidence in me, even for my personal growth, personal development, and beyond that, personal branding. Rather, let me tell you, yesterday, the session what we had about how to upgrade our LinkedIn post and bring in that personal branding was totally mind-blowing session for me, and eye-opener session for me. Wonderful. And even let me tell you that confidence what I have today is only because of joining this workshop. Earlier, I always had that stage fright, the fear to face the audience, but now it seems it's almost vanished. And I'm pretty confident facing the audience also. Wonderful. And all this credit goes to you, mentor, Perseus.
Thank you so much.
For your in-depth knowledge and the expertise from understanding the intricacies of our effective communication, even our leadership skills, and the workshop which is meticulously designed for us to get your full potential out of that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This transformative learning experience has empowered me to be the best version of myself. And thank you very much to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Devecha.
So, as Persis rightly said that my interaction with Persis was around 3 years before, when my daughter Ananya, I had enrolled her for the public speaking course. And post that, like we used to interact. But there was one when Diamond member came, I just had a feeling that why not me? Although I had been in this field for a long time, the confidence to speak in public was little bit, the reluctancy was there, and quite a lot of fillers I used to use. So I just said that let me try out myself, and I was there in the club, elite club, I would say. And believe me, friends, it is very fascinating. Even today, actually, I am a supply chain professional, and it is month end for me. I took the time out because I just wanted to express my few views and feelings regarding this coaching. I would say not a coaching academy. In fact, it's a learning academy for all of us. So every day, it's a lesson to learn. And I would say that the weekly twice the sessions are held. And believe me, friends, that if you put an attempt for it, then it will work wonder for you. In terms of your speech, in terms of the confidence, in terms of the way you go, and it totally changes the aspect. So there are missions which are to be done, and we need to be dedicated. It's not but Persis speaking, but we hearing and implementing ourselves. So at the end of the day, I would say that join this course. It will be helpful for you, and to put you in a stage where you never felt it out. And I have been immensely benefited by it. Thank you, Persis.
Hi Persis, and hi team. So I'm glad to be here to share my experience. So I work in a corporate as a program manager, and I've been associated with Persis for more than a month now, and we have, I think, continuous weekly 2 sessions. There's lots of learning, as Persis mentioned. You should have a coach. That's what the difference I'm seeing now. So everything, yes, there are lots of contents available online, but it's different. So when you have a coach and when you study something online, so yes, he is guiding us a lot, and one-to-one session with him, I learned a lot. So he has a solution for each and every query or issues what we have in daily life. So I thank Perseus for all this, and I would probably say this is one of the best course you have if you are planning to build your career in a leadership role or in the public speaking. So that's what I have to say, Perseus. Yeah, thanks Perseus for all your support. Yeah,
thank you.
So it was really great. I was really, before the joining this the community, I was really skeptical about this progress. But after the joining, is incredible journey for me. It gives me a lot of confidence to make the videos, and yeah, sir, every time sir motivate us to do it. So I think I have done. So it is continued process, and I see myself a lot of improvement. So yes, it is really great community we have, and let's together we'll work the great things.
Thank you so much, Avijit. Thank you so much. Avijit has made such fast progress. You can't even begin to imagine, okay? He is able to speak at length. When initially he came, he was very skeptical about a lot of things. You'll be amazed to see him speaking at length for 19 minutes, for 20 minutes, at length the man speaks, okay? That is the power of it all. It's repetition. When you repeat something over and over again, it becomes your second nature. So I hope that gave you a nice, sort of a glimpse into what you can expect on this journey, okay? So this is what people experience here. These are our diamond members, okay? And there are many more stories. I can show you so many more, but this is what I want you to experience right now. I'm only trying to impress upon you that people really benefit from being a part of a community, because the community changes everything. Proximity to the right kind of people will make a big difference in your life. You'll be inspired and motivated to make progress. Otherwise, it will fizzle away. You know that. You have also tried it on your own and you know what happens, right? But when you're in the right community with the right people, you have the right mentorship, then systematically you are going to transform. It is inevitable. Okay. Now, the diamond membership, let's talk about the investment part. What is the investment? Now, see, if somebody comes to me directly, they say, okay, I want to join your diamond membership. They have not come through the 1 hour workshop, the 4 day workshop. They come to me directly. I always say this. I don't know how committed they are. I don't know who they are. For them, the price is very different. For them, the price is 1,35,000. Don't panic. This is not for you. This is not for you. This is significantly high for people who I don't know. This is what I will quote them. If they're interested, well and good. Otherwise, no. Okay. But for you, it is very different. Remember, I said that the little investment you make in the 4 day workshop, okay, the little investment that you make, the 999, you'll be able to redeem 100%. So that amount completely goes away from this amount. Further, I give you a flat 66% discount, flat on the whole thing. So it comes down to 43,000 direct drop. Okay. Now you have been working on level number 1, level 2. I said, okay, earn 2,000 points, another 2,000 points. You accumulated a total of 4,000 points. What will you do with these points now? These 4,000 points will convert into actual money. 4,000 points convert into 4,000 rupees. Let's deduct 4,000 from here. Okay, so you earned 4,000 points. We deduct it, 39,000. Okay, now I will give you an additional reward, but this additional reward is for action takers. I will give you another 4,000 points from my side. Okay, which means another 4,000 rupees from my side, but this reward will only remain for the next 24 hours. If you enroll for this program within the next 24 hours, it will be available to you for 35,000. Okay, only for 24 hours till 9 p.m. tomorrow. 9 p.m. After that, the price will be 39,000. Okay. So as of right now, it is going to be 35,000. Now, I don't want to make a hole in your pocket. Most definitely. There are different there are different payment options. Okay. Simple. There are 3 payment options. One payment option is you make a full payment of 35K. I send you a link. You get instant access to all the systems and everything. You join our speechathon call from next Tuesday. Okay, we are on mission number 7. You join that and you get onto the journey, and very quickly you'll be able to catch up. It's a fast moving train. You have to catch up on that. It's very simple. I'll help you. I'll hand hold you to catch up. You can be a part of as many speechathons as you like later. So it's not a problem. This is a membership. It's important that you attend the live calls. There is a platform with recorded content, but the highlight is not the recorded content. The highlight is my live calls that happen on Tuesday and Thursday every single week. Okay. If you just attend the live calls and don't even bother to watch the recorded videos, no problem at all. Okay. So this is the first option. Second option is a no cost EMI. The third option is a part payment option. Okay. I'll explain how the no cost EMI works. If you want to go in for the no cost EMI, you have to make an upfront payment of 5,000 right now. Okay. Then, and you book your seat. The remaining 30,000 will be in the form of an EMI. So I'll share another link with you. If you have a credit card, you can use that and divide this 30,000 into a EMI option, either for 3 months, for 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. If you choose a 12-month EMI option, this 30,000 will come down to 2,500 rupees per month for the 12 months. Okay. And the best part is that you make your 5,000 rupee payment right now. Immediately, it'll get deducted from your account. It'll get debited. I'll give you another link for the no cost EMI for the 30K. You use that, you complete the 30K transaction. Your EMI will start not immediately, but a month from now. Next month, it will start. Okay. So that's the no cost EMI option. Other option is the part payment option, where you again book your seat paying 5,000 rupees. Okay. And we divide the 30,000 in 2 parts. So the first 50,000, 15,000 you pay 5 days later. So you pay that on 7th August. Today on 2nd August, you make a 5,000 rupee payment. 7th August, you pay 15,000. Another 15 days, you make another 15,000 payment, which is on 22nd August. Okay, this is the part payment option if you don't have a credit card and don't want to go for the no cost EMI option. Okay, so these are the different options that you have. So the price is 35K, valid for 24 hours only. After 24 hours, it will turn to 39,000. Okay, so this is what it is. What you can do, give me 1 second. Just a moment, please. I will answer all your questions. Okay, give me a minute, please. Just a second. All you have to do right now is simply book your seat paying 5,000 rupees. Even if you pay your 5,000 rupee right now, I will consider that you have enrolled for the program and it will be available to you for 35K. Tomorrow, after 4 p.m., we will personally reach out to you. I will set up a call with you and we'll work out the best payment plan for you. Okay. So this is the 5,000 rupee payment. Just simply book your seat right now if you want to get this for 35K. You have the option till tomorrow 9 p.m. But right now, you don't have to make the whole payment. You just make the 5,000 rupee payment right now and book your seat. I will consider you to be a diamond member and I will introduce you to our diamond members. I will give you access to everything from the back end. Okay. And you will also, tomorrow after 4 p.m. we'll discuss on a call one-on-one which payment option you want to go for, and then you'll be on that payment plan. Okay.